Today I will show you how to make the best bagels this side of Delancey Street, right in your own kitchen. Now here are ingredients. We have 463 grams of flour, 275 grams of warm water, 14 grams of gluten, 3 grams of diastatic malt powder, 8 grams of salt, and half teaspoon of yeast. We also have malt syrup, which we will use later on. So the first thing we will do is we will take the yeast and put it in the warm water. We'll stir it up. And we can set it aside now for about 5 minutes for it to wake up. Next we'll take the gluten, put it in the flour, the diastatic malt powder, put that in the flour, and the salt, put that in the flour. I'm going to stop it. Next we will put this tool for beating and mixing into the mixer, lower it, and start mixing. We let this mix until it blends, about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, now we've mixed it enough. We will stop there. Remove the stool. We'll pour in the water mixed with yeast into the flour and replace the beater with a hook, the dough hook. Okay, we'll lower that and start it on a very low speed and let this mix until the flour and the liquid are blended. After the flour and the water are properly blended, increase the speed to the next one and let it mix for 5 minutes. Now the dough has been mixing for about 5 minutes. I'm going to stop that and raise it, remove the mixer. The dough should be slightly sticky, but it should come off the hook very easily without sticking to it thusly. So it comes off very easily. Now we'll knead it for a minute or two. Just to shape it, and when we weigh it, we'll weigh it this time in ounces. We get 26.7 ounces. You usually get around 27 ounces, which would give us 9 3-ounce bagels. You'll see that later when I make them. I'll be making 8 3-ounce bagels and 2 little baby bagels of 1.5 ounces. So you shape this like this, make it into a ball, thusly. And you place it in a oiled bowl. Cover the bowl with saran wrap. Now let it proof for about 2 to 2.5 hours until it doubles in size. You should not overproof it. You can either put it in a warm place, or I prefer to put it in the oven with a light on. Okay, the dough has been proofing now for about 2 hours, and it's about double the size. So we will take it out here and knead it a couple of times. And now we'll weigh off 3-ounce pieces. Okay, that's too small. All right, here's one 3-ounce piece. Pieces. All right, now we have weighed out 8 3-ounce pieces and 2.5 ounce pieces. Okay, now we'll start shaping the bagels. So we'll take each piece and we'll knead it. Okay, we want to get a smooth surface on them. So what I do is I'm just pulling them in like this. This is going to be the surface of the bagel. So I'm pulling this in. Okay, and then I'll roll it like this. Make sure that it's nice and smooth, and you get a little even ball. And now you just pound it down to get a little disc. Don't push it down, just pound it down like that. You get your finger in the flour and go in the center, poke a hole, and get it loose. And then you can put some more flour on the opposite thumb, and then with the thumb and the flour, you go like this. Just stretch it, make sure it's evenly stretched. And there it is, I'm shaping the bagel thus. Okay, now you place it on a well-floured surface, right there, like so. Do another one, do it the same way. Make sure you have a nice smooth surface right there, because that's the top of the bagel. There. And the thumb goes in from the other side. And now you shape it like so. Make sure it's nice and even. And put it on the floured surface. I'll make one more, and that's the little one. Remember, we have 2 1.5 ounce bagels, and you'll find out why I made smaller ones presently. Just as easy to make them small. There it is. Do the same thing. There it is, same thing, just smaller. Put this one down right here, like that. Okay, all my bagels are foamed now. So I'll take a little thin plastic sheet and cover them. And I'll put them in the oven to proof for another 15 or 20 minutes before boiling. Okay. Going in the oven So light it over. 15-20 minutes. Okay. The next thing we do is boil the bagels. We boil them in water with barley malt syrup. Put in a teaspoon of barley malt syrup into boiling water. And we'll take the bagels, which are by now proofed, for another 20 minutes. Take them out of the red oven. And we will boil the bagel 3 minutes, 1.5 minutes on each side. Okay, so pick up each bagel gently and put it face side down. The bagel should float. If they don't float, that means that they haven't risen enough. Okay, so now here is the reason why I made 8 big ones and 2 small ones. See, 4 big ones fit in, and 1 little one goes right in the middle. And as they grow, as they boil, they'll expand and they'll just fill in the pot. Okay, so we'll boil it for 1.5 minutes on one side, and then we'll flip it over. Okay, now 1.5 minutes has gone by, so we'll flip them gently, like so. And give it another 1.5 minutes on this side. Okay, now 3 minutes are up, so we will remove with a slotted spoon. We want to get most of the water out and place it in a silpat for baking. Okay, so now all the bagels have been boiled and they're on the silpat. So we'll put them in the oven at 400 degrees, in a convection oven, 400 degrees for 18 minutes. Okay, it's 18 minutes up now, and time to take the bagels out of the oven. And here we are. Yeah, the bagel's finished, and we can just put them on the rack to dry.